mathstutor.biz and mathsdvds.co.uk. Higher Mathematics. Lesson 1, Part 4. This lesson on number is about something called BODMAS, or is it BIDMAS? Now what I mean by that is, when I was at school it was called BODMAS, but now it's more popularly known as BIDMAS. So what is BIDMAS? Let's look at this question. 4 times 5 to subtract 2. So what does that actually mean? Does it actually mean 4 times 5 and then subtract the 2? Or does it mean 4 multiplied by the 5 subtract 2, which is 3, which gives you an answer of 12? So unless we have some sort of rules, we're all going to get different answers. And that's what BIDMAS is. It tells you an order of doing operations. B is brackets, I is indices, D is division, M is multiplication, A is addition, and S is subtraction. So when you look at a question, you do the order of operations as given there. So if you see brackets, you do those first. So with the question I looked at just now, if the brackets were there, it is definitely do that bit first. If the brackets were there, it would be definitely do that bit first. But what about if there's no brackets? I want to check everybody does it the same way. So then we look at the other part. It says brackets, indices, division or multiplication, followed by addition or subtraction. So you're actually being told the order, in fact without the brackets, is to do that bit first. So in other words, that is the correct way for that particular one. So what about this? We've got 7, a plus, 2, a multiply, 6, a subtract, and 3. So does it want to work that out, which is 9, and work that out, which is 3, and then multiply the results? Or is it work the middle bit out first and do the 2 6s, and then add the 7 on, and then subtract the 3? Well, this tells us that if we see division or multiplication, we definitely do that bit first. And then we do the additional subtraction. And in fact, it doesn't matter if I do the add bit first, or in this case, let's do the subtract bit first. If I get a 9 there, you will get the same answer. So it can be a different order. It could be this, and then multiplication and division, and then subtraction and addition. These two could be swapped round, and these two could be swapped round. The only reason it's that is because that's a sort of pronounceable word, and that isn't. So division and multiplication can be swapped round, addition and subtraction can be swapped down, but the general order is given by BIDMAS. So let's just do some BIDMAS. Use BIDMAS to work this out. So that is definitely do the multiplication first, and then do the addition or subtraction next. So I'll do the addition, and then I'll do the subtraction. There you go, BIDMAS. So some brackets. Always do brackets first. So let's do the 4 5 to 20. Now let's do the indices. So that's 20 squared, 20 20s, and 2 cubed is 8. And then we'll do the multiplication, and then we'll do the addition at the end. Now in fact, if you use a calculator, let's see what happens if we literally type this in exactly as it says there. Bracket 4 times 5 close brackets, square it, then add 2 multiplied by 2 cubed equals, and you get the same answer. So in fact a calculator has got built into its little chip to do it by BIDMAS. Multiplication or division first, so I've got to do that bit first. So 27 divided by 3 is 9, and then I'll do the subtraction, which will give me 20. What will it give me? 20. Gone blank. What's 9 from that? That's 24, isn't it? That's a bit sad. I nearly needed the calculator then. Tell you what, let's just check it with the calculator, shall we? 33 minus 27 divided by 3. Oh, I did get it right. Brackets first, so let's do that bit first. So that will give us 6 divided by the 3, which will give us 2. Now do the bracket first. Now in fact this is a sort of these two could be swapped round, because really before you do the bracket you've got to work out that indice of 4 squared is 16. Now we can do the bracket, that's 18, and then 3 18s. Let's just see how the calculator does that, shall we? Right. 3 multiplied by open bracket 4 squared plus 2 close brackets equals. I actually said something and didn't do it. 3 multiplied by open bracket 4 squared plus, I didn't do the 2 just now. That's a bit better. I've got 54. Oh dear. That's good, isn't it? That's because I did that in my head and not very well. Okay, I think that proves a point, doesn't it? In some of these first lessons I'll be going over some things that are not that difficult. But we must try and make sure we don't make silly mistakes and throw away easy marks in an exam. In an exam, even the best of us, it doesn't matter if we do it like that, if we make sure we get it right. Because this could have been a non-calculator exam. And me doing that in my head just now, and quite genuinely getting it wrong, because I didn't mean to. Let's be more careful with those easy questions. Let's not waste the easy marks. So, taking more care, we'll do the indices first. Now we'll do 3 16s. Now we'll add the 2 on. It's not a calculator question, but I'm just going to do this just to make sure I haven't made another silly mistake. Oh, hallelujah. So that was the end of part 4 of lesson 1, illustrating, I think, quite definitely how we must be careful with the so-called easy questions to make sure we get all the marks from the easy questions.